Welcome everybody to the Azure and AI Show. This evening we have Teresa in the US. We have Timoteo in. He's in the US, but today he's in Nigeria, and we got Prathap in India, and we have Dan Ray in Chicago, the US, and myself, Frank Falvey, in Cork, in the south of Ireland. So Partop is going to do some stuff there on DALI 2. And then we have Teresa is going to do some stuff then on Microsoft Designer. And
Yeah.
I have some stuff there on the Microsoft Entra versus the Azure Active Directory. So all over to you, Partop.
Yeah. Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, everyone. So, those who are joining from the wherever you are from, so thank you so much for the joining today's session as another Friday, another weekend. So, we have to gone through the some other the modules in the latest IT technologies. So today I've gone through some of the the latest trend that is so everyone knows about the DALI. So there, today we have to gone through some how the AI can create the images by using the text prompts and everything. So I just go on through some basic models. Okay, I just want to share my screen. I think my yeah,
And yeah, I'll get it there now.
I think my screen is visible too.
There we go.
Yes. Okay, fine. Yeah. So today we are gone through the what is DALI and how the DALI is working and everything that we can go through it. So before we going to that, yeah, just yeah, DALI. So DALI is a, this is the one, service that will be provided by the OpenAI company. So that is the, so this feature that will be that will be so everyone has to utilize from the last to, 1 year onwards. It will be very famous. To everyone has to create the new images by using this DALI. So so wherever we have to, for example, let's see. So in the drawing world or a pictorial world, so everyone knows about the, Picasso is the famous one. So he create the wonderful creature. He can create the so many pictures. So that's why everyone loves that pictures and the Mona Lisa pictures, and everyone knows about it. So now today we have to go on about the how the AI can really can create from the from we have to give some text prompt. So you just give me the like so I just give some commands like a cat reads a book. So I just want to the person walking on the road, a cat flying on the sky. So we just give me some different concepts and different how can I say that different text. So whatever the text you have to give, the AI can analyze that. They can give the some. They can create some images based on your input. So the output will be like some other concepts, and the image will be very beautiful compared to any whatever the image that will be created by the DALI model. That will be that belongs to you. The total copyrights and everything that will belongs to you only. So you have to create your own images. You have to purchase, you have to buy to any person in the world. So that is the DALI. So basically I introduce myself. So I'm associate consultant at Evidian. So I'm an author, I'm a blogger, I'm a speaker. I hold the 7x certifications. Recently I completed the one more certification. So if you want to, feel free to reach out to any technology regarding to the Microsoft products, Power Platform, other AI technologies, and Azure, as well as anything. So please feel free to reach out to me. If you are willing to reach out to me, please scan this QR code and reach out to me. And I just given one command to the OpenAI, that is one cat reads a book. Let's see how the the AI can analyze the my command. So a cat reads a book. So this is a cat. So this the AI can analyze that the cat wants to read the book. So the AI creates this image. So this is how beautiful it was. Let's see. We have to go through it, and we have to now make sure that we have to gone through some demos according to this. Okay, and I want to share my screen. Yeah. So I just to go through the DALI model. Is my screen is visible to you, Dan? Dali?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the, I mean, yeah, www.labs.openai.com is the, I mean, official website of the OpenAI company. So later on, it will be, I mean, recently after the 2023 build event, it will be moved to the, I mean, this is the one feature that will be available in the Azure AI Studio. Now we have to observe that how the AI really can create the, I mean, artificial, I mean, by using the artificial intelligence, how can the, I mean, the AI can create the images. So let's see. I just, so before we are going to the DALI model, you just to sign up with your credentials, and by the credentials whatever it may be, I have the 15 credentials. I have to create the 15 images by using these credentials. Okay, now I just given the command rat flying on the sky. I just given the command, so it will take some I mean a couple of seconds. Yeah, let's see how the AI can generate the images. Let's see. So the rat is really it looks like the rat is flying on the sky. Let's see how beautiful it was, right? And I have to give on some more commands like mm, I just given the, I mean, this is not I just given the command only. Let's see. So this is not a proper meaning, so that's why just to, I mean, fluctuate with the AI, like how the AI can analyze this sentence. Let's see. I just want to given the command like I mean dot and God is speaking to someone. So this is like it looks like someone speaking with the God. Okay, this is the, I mean, basic, I mean, the DALI model that will be provided by the OpenAI company. Now this DALI model, now it is available in the Azure AI Studio. The Azure AI Studio is the OpenAI model, so that will be available. How same model will be available in uh, Azure AI Studio. Okay, I have already Azure AI credentials. You just go through your credentials and log in with your credentials, and we have the subscriptions. Whatever the subscription you have, you just go through it. And I have the daily preview model. I just gone through this one. Okay, same prompt I have to give here. Rat flying on the sky. Okay, I just generate it. It will create so yeah, in the DALI model you have to create the infinity number of images, but in the official DALI like OpenAI website you cannot create we have I mean only the preview version, we have the limited version of I mean only they can give the only limited version of credentials only. And in the Azure AI Studio we have a infinity number. Okay, let's see the same image like so this is the another model. This image will be created by the Azure AI Studio. So the rat playing on the sky, so it will create only one image, but in the OpenAI Studio, I mean, sorry, in the OpenAI in the official website, this will create the number of I mean four images. Okay, now I can create one more image. uh, Dog playing cricket. Okay, I just given the command, one more command, how they can create. So this is the way. So we have to play with Azure AI Studio. So it will create the n number of images and everything. So whatever the images that, yeah, let's see. The dog really holds one stick, and it is, looks like a dog playing a cricket. So how the AI can analyze that the really, I mean, the dog wants to play the cricket along with the persons, and like that only the rat playing on the sky. So like that the AI can analyze the whatever the inputs we have to give it to any person or any person. I mean it will takes the information from the persons, or I mean the users. So it will generate the images according to that. So I just given the commands like that, so they will create the images like this way. So this is the one preview option after the build 2021. This is the one more feature that will be available. So if you want to have any, I mean, show the code according to this one, you can go through this one. You can I mean prompt, I mean you can just recreate the whatever the images that we have. You just to go through this, you just to use this synapses and everything that will be available in the, so whatever the, so this is code based on the only Python JSON code. So whatever the code you have, you need to go through it, and you just to utilize this opportunity in the, that will be very very, I mean, I mean, we have to really I mean, technologies that will be available in nowadays. So that's why the DALI model is very very important. So I mean, recently my sister is I mean, she's working in the graphical designer engineer. So I want to ask her, so which technology right now you are using? So she want to work with the 2D and the 3D models. So in the previously, I mean, they are suffering a lot about so they are drawing with the pen and paper and pencil and everything. They are dry every picture, and then they can move to the one more movie only. So it will take 3 to 4 years. But right now they are completed, and within the through 3 to 4 months they are completed two projects by using the DALI model. That's why the DALI model, how in fact it was, so it will be very useful to everyone. So that's all for me about the DALI model. Yeah, over to you guys.
Okay, very good. Any questions on Dali model?
Of course, I have a question.
Okay,
Yeah,
go
So,
okay,
ahead.
okay.
um, thank you for sharing this. But I kept thinking about when you were showing it, what is the use case to have images in Azure? So if you go
Yeah,
back to your screen, like I was trying to visualize, why would I need images in Azure?
yeah, we need that. So so in the Azure we have to, let's see, we have to using for the PowerPoint, right? In the PowerPoint we have to create some images. So we have to create the best visualizations so that will be impact to the users, right? So we have to use this. I mean, everyone knows the OpenAI model will create, the AI can create the images, you know. So for example, I created the two images: the dog playing the cricket and rat playing I mean, flying on the sky. That images are not available in the any browser. That will be okay. So that will be capturing very rare models. We have to given the same command to the AI that will be created. So that is not available at any browser. For example, any Edge models or Google or Chrome or whatever it may be, that will be not available anywhere. The images will be AI generated image that is not available. That's why. So wherever we have to use for this, the DALI models are I mean, most used for the academics purpose. So in the child, I mean, the very child like nursery children, and I mean, playing, I mean, primary standard people, I mean, children, everyone are using these models. They are very very interesting to enthusiast with the children about these models. And also the so many advantages are there and applications are there. So I mean, I think only little bit I mean, like disadvantages are occurring. So that whenever we have given the some critical commands to the Azure AI Studio or Azure OpenAI, so they did not I mean, give the proper content, I mean, content of images. That is the only some disadvantages. The accuracy
Okay.
level will be, yeah, 80 to 90%. It will be every time they will give the 80 to 90%. With I mean, 90 to 100%, that is the only limited, I mean, rare cases they will give the accuracy level.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
yeah, yeah, no problem. Any questions?
Oh, we're okay. So,
Yeah.
Teresa, do you want to give us your demonstration on the Microsoft Designer?
Yes. Let me get set up here. Okay. And where StreamYard go? Okay, so you see my screen.
Yep, got it. Yep.
Okay. So, hi, everyone. Happy Friday. My name is Teresa Cyrus. Company is Track Creation 4E. I am a content creator for Microsoft 365. And you can follow me on all the platforms at Track Creation 4E. So there's been a lot of energy these last 2-3 weeks around Microsoft Designer, and I've been really obsessed with it, and been um, looking at content on Twitter and LinkedIn and any other platforms. And so I thought about I'd take a second and talk about Microsoft creative applications, because now that designer is out there and everybody's having fun with it, they're forgetting about some of the other applications and using designer in a way that it's not properly used. For an example, I think I saw a post about using Microsoft Designer to create resumes. And I was like, no, that's really not the place. So that's what I want to kind of walk you through. So, designer in PowerPoint. What you see on the screen is actually a PowerPoint presentation. I actually went in and asked for, it to generate some images for me. And, PowerPoint is really great for that. And think about, there are some AI design elements to PowerPoint as well. So the little brother to PowerPoint is the Microsoft Designer. Like, again, there's a lot of conversations about it. I've done many videos on it myself. And then don't forget about the newcomer, the Clip Champ video. They also have templates, for you to use for YouTube, for your social media posts. So just remember to use the right application for the purpose, for your marketing tool or flyer or a thumbnail, or creating a video. And you can get all of those easy access from the create.microsoft.com. So let me take you there. So here you are on Create Design, and you can find designs for Microsoft Designer. Things are going to be templates going to be available to you from Word and Excel. Excel, you'll have some planners. PowerPoint is great for presentations. You even have form templates, and again, you have Clip Champ. So I just wanted
Teresa,
to. Yes.
it looks like we lost your screen.
Okay, you still
Yes,
looking
yes.
at the.
Yeah, we don't see anything.
Okay, share window. There we go. Now you see my screen.
Yeah, Frank
Should
can
be.
put it up there. Perfect.
Okay, very
Awesome.
good. So, what I just described, here is the website, Create Designs That Inspire. They have everything that you need from here, including your Microsoft Designer. And I just want to walk you through some of those. If you click on drop down for your templates, if there's Facebook, you want something for LinkedIn, TikTok, right? Because all of these have different sizes, and they automatically have these easy for you to choose from, templates to choose from in the right format. And then, like I said, Clip Champ, I have not experienced this yet. This is going to be the next one that I'm going to play around with. But take a look. They have a lot of, little videos in here. And think about, I'm going to think about this from a YouTube perspective, is there's times where you may want to include B-roll in your videos. You have these options to choose from. Again, I'm looking forward to coming in playing with that. Designer, you've been seeing a lot of videos around designers. Just keep in mind, designer is for marketing purposes, advertising, social media posts, and they have all the appropriate size. Now you can resize them to fit a page. Think about a ebook cover, birthday invitations. This is what this is great for. And what inspired me to do this is someone wanted to create a template in Designer for a resume, and you really want to go under the business and look at resumes and cover letter templates. And so I said, I was getting ready to write something and say, no, you don't use Designer in that way. And I said, well, let me test it before I do. And I did. And it just took a lot of time. And that's what Designer is about, providing you templates so you have easy to modify. Yes, you want to be unique. Yes, you want to be, may create your own. But I spent like over 40 minutes trying to create a template for a resume and cover letter, and they already exist, right? So that's the main thing I want to share. Use the right creative application for the right purpose. I wanted to show you a few things because I did download. Okay, I got to switch screens.
Sorry, Teresa. Thurman asks, you said design for forms, and
Yes.
he's asking which forms.
Microsoft Forms. So
Okay,
you can
got it.
actually, yeah, for the Microsoft Forms, there's templates. I have not experienced with it, but it's on my it's now on my to-do list. You see my screen now? You don't. I'm having trouble here. Share screen. Entire screen. Here we go.
There you go.
All right. So I downloaded this resume template from the Create Design site. And I wanted to share. Some people are saying, okay, that's great. The template looks great, but I don't like the colors. I want to change the font. And this goes back to, I know Dan has been doing a lot on the new font, but I wanted you to be aware that you can change the colors by clicking on Design tab under Themes. Microsoft gives you a bunch of themes. These include, colors, even fonts. So if you see a design that you like, remember you can change the color to fit your personality. So keep that in mind. Now, if you don't like some of the colors that they had up under this theme option, you can go to colors. So Microsoft just recently rolled out a new color palette and fonts as well. But if you want to go back to the 2013, what we've been using in the past from 2013 to 2022, you can choose that color palette if you want to, or you have other options as well. Now, you can create a custom color thing if you want. Just have fun with it. The one of the things that I recommend if you do this is make sure that if you have a whatever dark background that you use or light, that your hyperlinks show up well, and you choose those colors down here. So keep that in mind if you decide to come up with your own custom theme colors. And this is only impacting colors, because if you want to add your the default is the new Aptos display. And I just wanted to make sure you are aware, go back to that. If you change your heading fonts, make sure whatever you use for heading and body, they are in the same font family, right? So you can choose whatever you want, but just make sure you stay within that family, and be careful if you choose a cloud font, because if you're working with the client and they don't have that cloud font downloaded, it may impact the look and feel of your document. So keep that in mind. So yes, so you have the ability to change colors. You have the ability to, choose what font you want. And if you want to set that as your default, that is fine. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. I just wanted to give you a quick reminder. I kind of titled this segment is "Don't Forget About Me," right? That now that everybody's been playing around with the young assembling, Microsoft Designer, that they're forgetting about the other templates that are available. And I know, Dan, let me show you this too. Let me go back to the PowerPoint. PowerPoint. Okay, I'm gonna be nice. Okay, so in PowerPoint, notice that here's a blank. I can come and click on design, hit on designer, and it generates images for me as well. You do have, just like designer, some static images as well as video. But if you would choose one, you have the ability to change, come back, the theme for these as well. Just remember, whatever you do on one page, that it will do for all. And notice as I click on these different themes, it's giving me options to choose from, right? And you also can change color and font as well. And this applies to all of, to Excel, PowerPoint, and Word.
That's awesome.
Any questions?
Yeah, Teresa, for this Microsoft Designer for websites, so can we have a data connection as well along with it, or it is just for a designing only, the front end designing?
I believe for now is design purposes only.
Okay.
I think with PowerPoint, there's still the way to connect over to at least Excel, if not other live data sources. But yeah, Designer, I haven't seen any of those kind of live connections. It's a great question.
Yeah. Dan and I are anxiously and hoping that we can get somebody from the designer team to join us so we can ask some of those questions. So yeah, I just, like I said, I wanted to do something short and sweet. Don't forget about all the other creative applications that Microsoft has to offer.
Very good. Any more questions on that?
No such. From my side, it's okay. It was good,
Okay.
Teresa.
Thank you.
Very good, Teresa. I think maybe Prathap, would the Microsoft Designer that you done in DALI 2, would that answer Sina's question?
Yes, same. So it is like I'm a designer and the DALI model. So DALI previously it will be OpenAI company model. So after the build 2023 it will be combined into the this Azure, right? So designer is the competitor to the DALI model, but right now it is only one platform only. So we have to create the models in the DALI as well as the designer, Microsoft Designer.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Frank,
only thing,
we
yeah,
do have
only
some
thing.
questions in the chat too.
Okay. I answered one of the questions there for can we run predictive analytics with OpenAI based on images uploaded in Azure storage? And what kind of algorithm would we need to consider as a developer? Well, you can use predictive analytics with OpenAI in the Azure storage. I'm not sure what sort of algorithms. Would you, Partop, would you know what algorithms they use to run on those images stored in Azure?
Yes, Sam already said that. So we have the different type of algorithm that is based on the JSON files or I mean Python. So basically, it will be like it's a Python model, so rarely used for this one. So we have to utilize for the Java as well. So we have the different type of APIs. We have to use for those one like that. So based on the requirement only, we have to use for the different algorithms.
Okay, so is it just Python and JSON script?
Yes,
Or
right
is
now
it,
it will be right now is a JSON script and the Python will be the running model for this one.
okay, so I'd say that should answer that question. The other one there, we're playing with some OpenAI commands on the industry data, and problems were faced. It was unable to read maximum versus highest. That's a fairly big, complicated question. So give me a total invoice. I don't think if anybody can answer that question. Dan, did you have a look at that?
Is that the other one?
Yeah, that's the big one there from.
Comments. There we go.
Yeah.
Just threw it up on the screen for everybody to be able to see. A command. It should be able to read the. It looks like it's long enough that it ran off the screen here. Let me see if I can find the comment.
Yes, yeah. For example, give me total investment with benefits for data.
So Frank, we're live on 5 different places, which is the other challenge. It's good from a standpoint of people finding us, but it's bad from a standpoint of trying to figure out where somebody commented. So let me see if it's on my.
I think that one is on. That's on LinkedIn Live.
Yeah, I put this on my LinkedIn too, so it might be on mine. I don't see it over there.
Well, if you question, we can see the question on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the very end. I don't know if there's a question at the end. We're over on. Yeah, it says LinkedIn, so I don't know why. I didn't see it under your comments, Frank. I don't know if I missed it.
I can put it back. I could copy it there and put it back into
the private chat or something. Frank, I know Sina had something too. If we want her to.
Yeah, that's good.
Hi, Sina. Happy Friday.
Thank you. Same to you, Teresa. Hey all.
Sina, if you want to share your screen there, so you've got something for us.
Yeah, 1 second. Today I'm talking about Copilot with the Power Platform.
Very good.
How can we use Copilot in Power Platform? Let me share my screen.
It's just exciting times with technology right now, right? Like it is just, so much in so many different areas of technology. It's just a really exciting time right now.
I would agree.
And
Absolutely.
Teresa, it's great that we kind of have a great mix of male, female, of all countries all around the world. And Sina, you're in Bahrain at the moment, aren't you? We have Prathap in India,
Yeah,
myself in
no,
Ireland.
still I'm in vacation.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I'll be back to Bahrain by 30th of August.
Okay. So you're in India at the moment?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
My screen is visible.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yes.
see your screen?
Yeah,
If you click that hide at the bottom, it'll hide the window because we can see right there.
yeah,
That'll
sure,
hide
sure.
that little area. There you go.
Okay. Okay, today I'm going to talk about how we can develop or how we can create an app by using Copilot in Power Platform. So all of you knows about Copilot. Copilot we are using to speed up the process of application development for for consumers. We can use it for not only for the application, we can use it for the Power Automate platforms. Like automatically we can create workflows. So just to type what kind of workflows you need. So based on that, it will automatically generate. So same like the app as well. So here today I'm going to demonstrate an application about inventory. So here this is the Power Platform environment, and here it is enabled with the Copilot. So you need to enable Copilot. You must have your environment. So this is my environment, Sina Khan's environment. You can see over here. So this environment, browser data, and your region should be US. Then only you will get the Copilot tool enabled with your Power Platform. So once you log in Power Apps, and here, so this is the home page, and here you can type. Okay, so this is the Copilot or AI powered feature or AI enabled one. So here I'm just typing inventory and just click on it. It will take a couple of times, like a couple of minutes. Yeah, so you can see an example of inventory ID, column names, ID, name, quantity, price, type. If you want to add more, you can add columns, and you can edit the table properties over here, and then you can add. Or else if you want to stay the same columns, okay, if you want to keep the same columns in the app, so you can use that. And here is a table for inventory. So AI generated content may be incorrect, so it is saying so. If you want to change, you can change over here, like how you want to add. Like if you want to add a column, okay, and the name of the column is something like a total price or region or something like that. If you want to add, you can add that too. So here I'm just taking the columns whatever available over here, and then creating the app. So here is an inventory app creating.
That's so cool.
It's loading. It's taking a bit time.
Now that's the only concern that I have, that how fast the that it's a little slow with generating sometimes.
Yeah. So here is the app inventories, and this is the main screen, and this is the screen container, table name container, and body container. It is there, and there are so many controls as well. So let's go for saving it. Now here the preview. So this is the preview of this app, and you can see different types of views for the phone, for the tablets, and for the browser screen. So now the browser screen is selected, so that's why it is showing bit wide. So there is no item to display. So here I'm just searching for about pen, which is already shown there. Okay, pen or pencil. Okay, not showing something. Okay, let me add one. Stationery, name, book, quantity 10. Okay, and then I have clicked on it to save. Check if there is any errors. Okay, so now it's saved. I'm going to search about, so here if you want to edit it, okay, so like book the quantity, if you want to update, so you can update it by click on it, and then okay, where you want to update you can update it. So it's the same like act like, okay, so how we are creating a power up canvas app, same in the way it will act, and then you can publish. So this is if you want, this is the overview of, like, copilot. By using a copilot you can create any kind of application, and it is very fast. Otherwise how we have to create, so we need to go there and then add the formulas. Okay, so my last live I have demonstrated that, okay, we have to add controls, and then we have to create formulas there to create the application.
Yeah, this brings new meaning to low code, no code, right?
Yeah, yes,
Like
now
just type in.
Yes.
that's really meant to it.
That's so cool.
I think its future will be no code, low code only.
Search input, yeah, if you want to search item, you can see there the search container. Okay, so what the code has been given. So here for the on select submit form 1, the formula has been given. Delete icon, so there is a delete button as well. So for that, that is, and for the edit icon, so there is an update context, and here the formula automatically generated. So whatever the functionality is available in that particular app, Okay, everything, the formulas, everything, it is automatically generated. So developers can easily create Canvas apps and their workflows as well. Okay, is by using Copilot with Power Platform. Any questions?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very good.
AI is everywhere.
Yeah, yes,
I
I
definitely.
I
yeah
always I'm just so shocked that I have not gotten into the Power Apps, and the Power Platform ecosystem, because it's all about now. It's about design and solutions, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
And
yes.
which is, the design element part of it is the fun side. We all like to provide solutions, and it's easy to do.
Yeah, it's very easy, and there is a data connections. Okay, we don't need to generate the data connections. Data is already there, and it's connected with the apps, and controls already there, formulas there, everything is there. Just execute it. Yeah,
Yeah. Info path who? Really?
yes. So Sina, come. I have a question.
yeah, yes.
Yeah. So how can we use the Windows Copilot in any other apps like Power BI and everything? So I'm trying to use the Copilot. So I didn't get the how to do. So I don't have any ability to do that. So how can
For
we
the
do
Power
that?
BI, for the Power BI, you are
Yeah.
saying
Yes. Yes. Not only Power BI and anything, any apps. So I'm trying
any.
to. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to have firstly you have the US region, right? You have a Power Copilot enabled.
No. No. No.
Yeah, firstly, if you are using Copilot to the Power Platform, the region should be US. Only the Copilot is available for US region now.
Okay.
In our regions, it is not available.
Okay.
So
So
firstly,
I need to
yeah,
change the region from the my country to the US.
yes, yes, exactly. And your browser data region as well, you have to change.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, then it is yeah, it will automatically come along with the Power BI, whatever the applications you are using, it will
Yeah.
come along with it. And then
Okay. Okay.
and go to the admin center. One more thing, go to the admin center and check enable it.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
The US seem to get everything first then,
That's where Microsoft's headquartered, I guess.
I suppose. Yeah, yeah.
And just for the record, and not everyone gets it early. Some MVPs get stuff earlier than
Yeah,
others.
yeah.
Frank, did you have something you wanted to show too?
Yeah, I just show my screen there. I just want to
Sure.
show people the new Entra, which is the AI is built into the Entra for Active Directory.
Cool.
Um, so you see my screen there.
It's almost there. There it is.
Okay, so on the left-hand side, this is the Microsoft Entra Admin Center. So this is kind of take the new look of what Active Directory is. So over on the right-hand side, this is the Azure portal. So I'm just going to click into Active Directory just to show you what it looks like. So just here on the left-hand side where I'm scrolling over, this is what Active Directory, Azure Active Directory looks like. So you got users, groups, and all that kind of stuff. Like it's not even in any kind of A to a Z. It's just all over the place, as you can see. So if we go over here to the left to the Microsoft Entra, and I'm just going to click in this part. They've kind of cleared it all up. If you can see, it's a lot tidier now when you just go into it. But so we'd say the identities. So if we click on this one, that expands the identities. So you've got all these things over here on the right hand side, users, groups, and everything to do with your users, like identity governance and whatever, they kind of break down into subcategories then as well. So over on the other side then as well, look, as you can see, if I go into the identity governance, it's just going to load up more stuff for us there. So the new Entra is really, they're after tidying it up so that it doesn't look like over on the right hand side. I open up identity governance, and I'll open it up here now on the left, so you can see it just opens up 5 categories there for us, whereas over here it's expanded loads of them, so it kind of makes it more tidier and easier to navigate around. So that's kind of it, just to give you a feel for what the new Entra looks like compared to the existing Azure Active Directory. So if I just go back, any questions on that there, Will?
And that goes back to the rename, right? So Azure Active Directory will at some point be deprecated for Entra ID, I believe. And
yeah, second there now, I think I'll just blow up this screen here, and we'll just go home, and they should be here. If I go to Azure Active Directory, it did pop up on the screen earlier, and it says, okay, here we go, look. So up and coming Azure Active Directory rename, Microsoft Entra. So we can go in here. So it's kind of saying here, up and coming in as well, is the multi-factor authentication, September 2024. So we just go over to the upcoming Azure Active Directory rename. So it brings us in here, like, so there's no interruptions to the uses of the service. And I kind of previously showed people this one. So the Azure Active Directory free is going to be called Microsoft Entra ID free, and then the Azure Active Directory Premium is just going to be called Microsoft Entra P1, and the Azure Active Directory P2 is just going to be called Microsoft Entra ID P2. And so there's not really a whole lot changing. It's just they've introduced the Entra into the actual thing. So any questions on that?
that's awesome.
Yeah, so they kind of built in the AI into it then, and so that's part of our Azure and AI show. So they've integrated the AI into the thing. Yeah.
Am I
Nice
sharing
backdrop.
my screen? There we go.
Right.
This one, there you go. No, that's my one. Remove that one. Add this one.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah. So very quickly, I'll just mention that LinkedIn has been working on collaborative articles. And these collaborative articles, I did a live earlier today to walk through some of the things that I had discovered. And you've got literally hundreds of different topics. So whether it's leadership development, motivational speaking, customer service, mentoring, presentations, Teresa. Cloud computing was probably one of these categories. Any suggestions on something you'd like to look at out of these topics? I've got 11 different choices here.
Well, nobody gonna speak up. Presentations.
Okay.
I figured it was either public speaking or presentations, right, Teresa? So the idea is you're supposed to be able to get into these already AI generated article, I'll call them frameworks, and then you're supposed to be able to put in your own 2 cents. However, what's been happening lately today on my phone was occasionally I run into topics, whether it's presentations or presentation skills. I'm just going to pick one randomly here: how to calm your nerves before and boost your confidence. And so what you're supposed to be able to do is start a contribution based on this, understand your anxiety. And so I like to think about someone that I know when I'm nervous. And there's a minimum amount of words. This calms me down. So we'll see if that's enough words to put in a contribution. 79 characters. You need 125 characters to make a comment or get to know someone in the audience and then talk to them. See if that's enough characters. I believe it is. What was happening this morning is still happening this afternoon, and that's in the lower left. Something went wrong when adding your contributions. And in this case, as many times as I want to try, there's something on the back end from LinkedIn's perspective that I think is causing this a problem. Their troubleshooting is refreshing the page, which happens automatically on your phone. And this is even more frustrating. So I'm going to Control C so I have that backed up.
And I would recommend that you do that for everything you do.
Yeah. Teresa, you ran into this with what was it? The
immersive reader,
right? Yeah, the immersive reader and our newsletter.
Yeah.
And our newsletter is a lot more involved than 100 and so characters, right? But you'll notice that when I refreshed the page, I lost my little comment here, and I'm still having issues. So right now, I would suggest not spending a lot of time with immersive AI articles in presentations or any other soft skill categories. However, when LinkedIn fixes this, it's a great opportunity to just weigh in on articles and frameworks that LinkedIn has already set up in literally hundreds of categories. So I was able to find these earlier, and I put together, I think it's my issue 86 of my newsletter that talks about A to Z, all of the different articles and topics that LinkedIn has for you to contribute to. And then personal branding is there, all sorts of other topics. And I believe, Frank, that brings us to the top of the hour. Any questions?
I do, and I guess I'll try to make this quick. Go to public speaking because I'm just wondering, because I'm always looking for ideas and thoughts for the newsletter. So what are you saying is that I could come here, choose one of these topics, add a statement, and it generates responses, ideas? Like, I'm not quite trying to understand what the response is.
Yeah, so the framework of the article is already written in AI. So choose your props and visuals. The stuff to the left here has already been written for you. And then people that have made contributions, I can see this one has 2 contributions that were successful. So this is the piece that somebody wrote. this is the piece that was written by AI. And the framework typically is several different, blurbs, paragraphs that LinkedIn has generated using AI. And then to the right and on the mobile, it's like a button to add your perspective, and then you type something in. What has been happening in the past for me is I'll go down through an article and you can see there's probably 7 or 8 different places and topics that I could talk about props if I have something to add. Typically what was happening is the further down I get, or when I get to the very bottom, here's what else to consider, I was having an issue putting in a response there. And in this case, we'll see if it actually works. Nope, it's still failing.
And how do you get to that?
So the collaborative articles, I just did a search for like a topic that I was looking for, collaborative articles, and LinkedIn. And then most of the links that I found were off of Pulse. And then this looks like it might be somebody else's article. It looks like a Lynn. Yep, Lynn wrote an article about collaborative articles. She may have linked to, let's see if she's got any links to explore collaborative articles or skill pages. And then the skills pages, I believe, just link to, yeah, this is the page. This is the page that had like the whole A to Z posted in different little, maybe 3 or 4 posts. So presentations is right here. And then once you find the presentations page, I'll toss this into our private chat, Teresa, on StreamYard. You can see the most recent things are 22 hours ago that were posted. And I think there's, I don't know what the bug is that's in these most recent presentations, but there's several that have been posted and just, it looks like the last 22 hours. But eventually you should be able to go back and see, here's an article from 2 days ago.
Yeah, what's nice about that is, you know how you do your research for, a topic or something that you want to add in your newsletter. And I think I'm getting some type of,
yeah, I'm not sure if that's on my end or.
I think it's on mine. I'm not sure what's causing it. Is it still there? So my thoughts are, it's just a great tool to, when you're doing your research and getting different people's perspective about a topic, you're able to go there and see what other people are saying.
Getting like an echo. I'm not sure what's causing it.
So yeah, then we're kind of gone over the hour. So
Yep.
I'll end the live broadcasting. Thank you everybody for joining us for the Azure and AI show, and we'll be back here again next Friday at the same time. So thank you.
Thank you so much for joining the session.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks all.